What's up guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about Balancer. Now, Balancer absolutely blasted up in the last bull cycle. I'm not sure it can hit its previous all-time high. You'll see by the title of this video, I think that it's probably going to be more like half its previous high. But that doesn't mean there aren't gains to be had, just I don't think they're going to be enormous. And I'm going to cover exactly why in this video, but make no mistake about it, Balancer is massively backed. So I want to talk about why I think this will still do something pretty special. Before I get into it though, if you're new to the channel guys, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos I showed everyone I was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were quality, I thought they were going to make big profits. And you can see what the coins were worth when I released my videos. You can see what highs these coins hit in under 18 months, and you can see what the profit would have been from $100 into each one. And if you had done that, popped $100 into each one, that would have been a $2,600 investment in total. Your net profit from that would have been 123 grand, selling 18 months on, which is pretty good. In 18 months, from 2,600 to 123 grand. And by the way, where we are right now in the market, in 18 months time, the markets are going to be a lot like red hot. So we're kind of in a similar position. Now, I sold all of these. I have been buying up new cryptos since the markets crashed, and I share those cryptos that I'm buying on my website, copymycrypto.com. For example, I bought a couple of coins recently. These are both coins that I think have 100x potential, and I shared them on, I think it was Friday. So, copymycrypto.com is where I do all the work. I dive into the markets every day. I find coins that I think are winners, and I get in on them, and I share them with the members. So if I buy a coin, I'll tell them what the coin is, the gains I think it can have, why I'm buying it, the percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. When I sell a coin, I do the exact same thing. What coin am I selling? What percentage am I selling? And what am I doing with my profits? And again, the members can copy along. They can make the same profits I do without doing any work whatsoever. Now, if that sounds good to you, making the profits without doing any work, pause the vid now, go to copymycrypto.com and go read through the site. Everything on the site is public record. You can verify everything that you see, that you read on the history of this channel and make a decision if it's something that you want to try out, guys. Right, Balancer. So first of all, Balancer heavily backed. Okay, granted, two of the VCs that were in Balancer are dead. 3 Arrows and Alameda. So worth bearing that in mind. But it was backed also by Placeholder Ventures and Pantera and Coin Fund. So it is a backed crypto project. It's also buyable pretty much everywhere. It is buyable everywhere. So Balance is what you call an automated market maker. So it was developed on the Ethereum blockchain and launched in March 2020. It was able to raise a $3 million seed round by Placeholder and Accomplice. The Balancer protocol functions as a self-balancing weighted portfolio, price sensor, and liquidity provider. So it allows users to earn profits through the Balancer token by contributing to customizable liquidity pools. Now, the protocol operates a few different types of pools. So there are private pools, which give the owner governance over the pool and make the person the sole contributor of liquidity to the pool. Also, all the parameters are mutable by the owner, so that's worth noting, right? So if you're getting into a private pool, be careful. Shared pools are for those who want to become liquidity providers, and the providers are rewarded with the Balancer pool tokens. And then they have smart pools. Now these are quite similar to private pools, but they're controlled by a smart contract. They're also rewarded using the Balancer pool tokens and allow anyone to contribute to the pool. Now, Balancer Lab was founded by Fernando Martinelli and Mike McDonald, but it began as a research program at a software firm, Block Science, in 2018. The Balancer project features intelligent, like-minded fellows with an acute understanding of the DeFi space. Now, the way Balancer is very similar to sort of Uniswap and Curve in that anyone can create a pool of tokens. The pool adjusts itself to keep the tokens equally weighted regardless of changes in their price. However, one unique feature of Balancer is that more than one token can be added and Ethereum isn't required. So you could have a pool that's got 3, 4, 5, 6 tokens if you wanted. Now, it isn't the first DeFi protocol to make use of AMMs. However, it has brought a new face and approach to liquidity. The unique feature of the protocol is that it allows liquidity providers to have up to 8 assets per market, which are weighted by percentage and consistently rebalanced. Also, users don't have to deposit 50% of the desired asset. They're allowed to deposit however much they want of the asset that they want. Which again, I really like that as a principle. Now, the Balancer token launched in June of 2020 as a governance token after the successes that were seen in the Compound token. But the purpose of the token is to allow more decentralization and to provide an incentive to liquidity providers. And as of right now, very simple, easy site to use. So you can see the composition of like this pool as an example. 80% is Balancer, whereas 20% is wrapped Ethereum. And you can see what your APR will be, 0.12. You can have the Balancer boosted Aave version 3, which is DAI, USDT and USDC. And it's been boosted by utilizing the Aave protocol. And you can go through and you can basically organize and see how you can potentially make some decent returns. And again, you don't have to deposit exactly in the composition of the pool. The thing worth bearing in mind is obviously, some of these have low volume, and some of them don't have on a hugely significant pool. So it's worth bearing that in mind, because that if the pool isn't massive, you're probably not going to be making the returns that you would necessarily want. Balancer obviously has its swap features, very, very simple and easy to use, as you would expect. They also have a claim service, but this is basically if you are providing liquidity, then you can claim your incentives, and you can boost it by using VBAL. So VBAL will get you 2.5 times extra. So it's a nice way of sort of spreading and increasing the yield that you're going to get. So you boost liquidity mining yield by up to 2.5 times. And that's by basically locking in your Balancer and your wrapped Ethereum, and then reintroducing VBAL as a token within this ecosystem. Again, very clever idea. Solid returns, by the way. Again, pools eligible for liquidity mining. You can see again the percentage yields as well as next period votes. So then you can just have a look and see if it's something that you would want to use. So distributions to this gauge are capped at 10%, so there won't be any bigger than 10%. But again, I quite like that. You know what you're getting with this. And voting periods end every 2 days. But if you vote, you've got to participate in the voting. And that's the point. So if you use VBAL, participate in the voting, and you'll get an opportunity to earn that in additional funds. And it's not just Ethereum, it's Genesis, it's Polygon, it's Polygon's proof of stake, or Polygon's zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine, or Arbitrum. So there's lots of different ways. Now, you can use Balancer. There is another way you can earn yield if you're interested, and that is R staking. So R staking is a platform where they use multiple liquidity pools, whether it's Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum or Tron or Avalanche, Arbitrum, Matic. They've got like 12 chains, I think, right now, and you can use any of them to earn via the liquidity pools. So say we wanted to use Matic chain, you can see that these liquidity pools is BUSD, USDT, and it's a Matic based liquidity pool. And you can see what the value locked in on each liquidity pool is, and it's pretty damn significant. They've got billions of dollars locked into all of these pools, and they use spread across all these chains, and as a result you can earn really well, and then you can stake whatever you want. Now, there's no KYC on our staking. They've been up and running for 4 years. When you join, you get $5 gifted to you as a new user, Say I wanted to stake, I don't know, Polygon as an example, right? So we go to the Matic chain, we go to Polygon. Or is it going to be on Ethereum? Probably going to be on Ethereum, isn't it? Oh, okay. Let's go Doge. Okay. It's being weird today. Okay. So, yeah, fine. So say I've got $7 in Matic, right? Oh no, it's the minimum staking amount. So let's pick something where I've got, there you go, Ethereum. So as an example, 2.8 Ethereum. Say I want to stake my 2.8 Ethereum. That is going to earn me in BUSD $3.58 every day. Or if I wanted to do it for a year, I don't know, $1,300, which is 25% of the net worth of 2.8 Ethereum. And that's the point. You can get 25% across a year utilizing the R staking protocol. There's a link in the description, which will make sure that when you join, you get that $5 in the Rhino token that you can literally just crack on and start investing with straight away. So check that out, guys. Now back to Balancer. So Fernando Martinelli was a serial entrepreneur and Make community member and has many years of experience working outside of Balancer. He co-founded a few other companies before starting Balancer with Mike McDonald. And Mike McDonald is obviously the co-founder and CTO at Balancer. He's a security engineer and creator of Maker Tools. Balancer right now, in terms of token supply, there's still a lot to come. There's still about another, well, certainly another 7 in terms of the total supply. The max supply has 96 mil, but it is worth noting, 65% is for the community. Founders have 25% and fundraising and ecosystem have 5% each respectively. But the whale holdings here are pretty big as well. And when I look at Balancer, I'm inclined to believe that this could do, this can have another big run. Its all-time high was $74, I think. Let me double check that. Where is it? $74.77, which is massive. Now, if it hit that again, that would have a market cap of 3.5 billion. I'm not convinced that it's necessarily going to do that. It's only had one bull cycle, and its first peak in the bull cycle was effectively the peak of DeFi. It didn't have that second wave at all. Met really strong resistance around that $35 mark. And that is sort of what I'm looking at as the target point. Because of the strong resistance it met at $35, I think that's really the target that it's got to achieve. And it's going to depend on if there's another DeFi wave, of course. I do expect that most narratives are going to have some form of run in the next bull cycle, whether it's DeFi or NFTs or gaming or AI. I think all of them will have some form of run and excitement. The question is can DeFi have a similar one to what it had previously? And it's quite rare that we see the same narrative back-to-back in bull cycles to the degree that would be required for Balancer to break its previous high. So I look at it and I go, I'm not convinced it will break its high, but I could certainly see it hitting halfway. And $35 is probably its target point right now. But obviously it's very, it's pretty well backed. It's used a hell of a lot. If they can add a few additional features that really draw in more users, that's going to give it the best shot of hitting its previous high. So that's kind of the big job. But I think at least this should hit $35, which again puts it a market cap of around around 2 billion, which is still massive. But for it to break its previous high, I think there needs to be another huge wave of excitement around DeFi. But what do you guys think? Do you think it can do more? Could it hit $100? That put a market cap of 5 billion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. These videos are going to make you money. Don't miss them. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, if you want to copy along, take the work out of your crypto investing, you can do. head over to copymycrypto.com. That's a site I run where I share with all the members the coins that I own. So anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what the coin is, the gains that I think that coin can have, the money that I'm putting in, and they can copy along. When I sell a coin, I do the exact same thing. And if you head over to copymycrypto.com now, you can read through the site. Everything on the site, you'll see the things that I've said in the past, what ended up happening. You'll see what the members have achieved since being on the site. There's a reason we have over 3,000 members now, and that's because of the successes we've had. So if you've never actually got onto the site, go do that now to see if this is something that you want to try. Because we've got about 18 months before we're going to start seeing a bull cycle really kicking on. So if you're not got the time to do the research, that's all I do, and no work required for you. So go check it out, guys. And that's it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.